Ladies and gentlemen, it's Throwback Thursday, and we've got quite a treat for you all today. So do you all remember this interaction at this post office taking place in Richland County, South Carolina? With the two main infamous stars of this video being Lorna Shea Elders and Corporal D. Hardy, of course. Well, we've got some major updates with Lorna Shea Elders in particular. You see, it turns out she not only worked as a sheriff deputy for Richland County, but also Lexington County sometime after this audit took place. Why exactly did she transfer to a different department, you might be asking? Well, what we have to show at the end of this video might have something to do with it. Stay tuned to the end, we sincerely hope you all enjoy, and let's take a look at this interaction once more.
How we doing today?
Good, how are you?
Deputy Elders.
What can I do for you?
Well, I think they called 911 on me.
Okay, well who are you? Why don't you tell me that?
Who am I? I'm a good citizen.
Okay.
I don't want to impede them.
Who are you? That's
What do you
not
mean, who am
asking. Who are you? Who do you work for? What are you doing up here recording?
I? Well, it's my right as an American, as a free American. Am I breaking the law?
Sir, I'm asking you, have they asked you to leave from inside?
No, they haven't.
Okay.
They don't have any reason to ask me to leave.
Okay. Well, they can. They don't have
You
to have
think
a
so?
reason. They don't have to have a reason.
You think so?
Sir,
this is
give me a space.
This is federal property.
Give me a space.
Sure, yeah, 6 feet.
Yeah.
The rules are right there.
I want 18.
You want 18? All right, I'll give you 18.
I wonder what law that is, 18 feet. I wonder what law.
Sir, outside. Outside.
Am I being detained?
Sir, I'm asking you outside.
Am I being detained?
Sir, they do not want you here and you don't.
I am following all the rules. I'm not breaking any law. Deputy, am I being detained?
Sir, I've asked you to step outside.
You're being a
I've
little...
asked you to step outside.
I think you can be a little
Sir,
nicer.
I've asked you to step outside nicely. You're being detained.
I'm being
Step
detained.
Outside.
Very good. So I'm being detained. All right, she's calling for backup.
And then right here we have a cop's worst nightmare, where she's probably thinking in her head in this moment, could it be somebody looking into my police cruiser? Blasphemy!
Sir, do you have your ID on you?
For what?
Do you have your ID on you?
For what?
Okay. All right.
Am I committing a crime?
No, sir, but you are being placed on trespass. So
Oh,
you need to
really?
get off of their property.
They haven't told me to leave.
Sir, they don't have to have a reason. It is their right. You're in my car. You're in my car. You're in my personal space. When I walk up and make contact with you, I'm asking you to back up.
So
Back
scary!
This is United States postal property, federal property,
Yes,
public
sir, but
property.
anybody can ask you to leave the premises. They
That-
don't want you here. You're not.
You think so? You obviously don't know the law. I think you better call your supervisor. Can we get your supervisor out here?
Jesuits v. State,
I'm
everybody,
asking
just
for your
remember that.
supervisor.
As well as Price
I'm
v.
asking for your
Garland.
I'm
supervisor.
asking you to get over there on the sidewalk.
I'm asking you for your
I'm
supervisor.
asking for you to get over there on the sidewalk. Thank you.
Is your supervisor available?
Do I have a supervisor that's available that can head to 8505 to Knox Road, please?
That supervisor happens to be Corporal D. Hardy, as I mentioned earlier in this video. Do you remember the nonsense that comes out of his mouth? Well, let's roll the tape.
Yes, sir. I'm Corporal Hardy. How can I help you?
Corporal Hardy, nice to see you. I came in here to take some photographs for news purposes.
Yes, sir.
And nobody asked me to leave.
Okay.
This deputy doesn't know the law, and I'm hoping you do. This is owned by the federal government. This is federal property. United States Post Office. This is a public area. Inside is a public lobby. Okay, so the branch manager stepped out, and she thought there was a sign on the door that said no photographing.
Okay.
And I stepped out and looked at all the signs. There are no signs saying no photographing. There is a poster 7 in here that gives the rules and regulations about photography and the conduct on postal property. I'll be glad to show it to you.
Okay.
And it allows me to do what I'm doing. Not only that, DHS memo came out that says photographs on all federal property, inside and outside in publicly accessible areas, is lawful activity.
Yes, sir.
And not to mention the First Amendment
Okay.
to the Constitution, and I'm here exercising my right to the First Amendment. And the branch manager doesn't know her own rules and regulations, and She doesn't know the law.
Okay, so did they actually leave, sir?
No, they didn't.
They never actually leave.
No, and
so
they don't have
that deputy in there right now. They want you to leave. Are you gonna leave, sir?
Okay, well, let me follow up.
No, you got. Are you were done or you weren't done?
No, I wasn't.
Well,
done.
finish
They have
sir.
no reason to ask me to leave because I'm not breaking any of their rules or regulations.
Okay, but they do have the right to refuse your service, sir. So basically, well, I'm asking a question before we go in there. If they go in there asking, they want you to leave, will you be willing to leave? If they, 1 minute, if they say that she go in there and say they verify they want you to leave at this point, will you leave location?
Absolutely. If you tell me to leave, I will leave because I respect you. I respect the deputies.
They don't want you back here.
Okay.
I've already went inside and made contact with
But
you.
just double check. Okay, double check. Do you have any idea on you, sir? They do want you on trespass location.
Well, that's unlawful.
No, so basically what you did, so basically they wanting you to leave. I'm gonna go verify.
Okay.
But once you leave, and you're going back and forth, and that causes disturbance. So that's breach of peace, sir.
No,
that's
sir.
against the law.
That cause no.
Well, basically,
I've got it recorded.
Okay,
right
that's
here.
what I'm going to verify. But if that's the case, you did basically start peace. That's breach of peace. That is a crime, sir.
Okay.
And I do need your ID.
No evidence of
Okay,
that,
now,
by the way.
I understand that what they're telling you.
Yes, sir.
And I did not create any disturbance.
Are you able to wind it back so I can see?
Oh yeah, I've got you're on
take a
live
look.
right here. I got a body cam here.
I'll take a look,
and
sir.
I'm
You said you
recording
caused disturbance. I'll take a
here. Well,
look.
I don't have to prove anything because I'm not.
Well, basically, I have your work is word, and they're saying you
Okay.
caused disturbance, and I'm assuming it's multiple in there because you said the branch matter came out, so it's multiple witnesses in there say you were causing disturbance. So I said that's consistent with breach of peace, sir, and I'm asking for your ID because that is a crime in South Carolina.
Okay, but I did not commit a crime.
I'm telling you did. I'm telling you, you
Okay.
started peace,
All
sir.
right.
You started data or operation of business.
No,
that is a crime in
there-
South Carolina. That's called breach of peace. I need your ID.
Lying to 911 is also against the law.
Yes, it is, sir. But I had to verify that from you. You saying you have videos. So I'm asking to verify your part. You saying that they're lying about what they call disturbance. So are you able to give me your ID so I can do what I have to do?
Can anybody riddle me this in the comments? I know a lot of other people, including myself, have asked this before, but how exactly is giving up your identification going to prove whether or not you committed the crime of disturbing the peace? Matter of fact, how does giving up your identification prove whether or not you committed any crime whatsoever? So anyway, I'm not going to beat around the bush too much longer. Deputy Hardy proceeds to threaten this man with arrest if he does not give up his identification, but just in time before the captain shows up. But what exactly does he decide to do? Does he decide to honor his oath, or do you think he chooses to side with these feelings-enforcing tyrants? Why don't we go ahead and find out for ourselves?
I'm gonna get out of the sun here. Okay.
No, I need your ID, sir.
Is this a sergeant?
No, this is my captain.
Oh, hey. How you doing, Captain?
Hello.
Nice to
Hey.
see you again.
Nice to see you again. How you doing?
Pretty good. This,
Shake your hand.
Yeah,
How are you?
Captain. I just want to say that you're one
What
of the
is
best
up?
captains I've ran into.
That's okay. That's okay. Appreciate
But
it. So what's going on?
okay.
So
well,
basically, they want more trespassing. He's basically, I told him he's basically got called. He told me disturbing people. I'm asking for his identification. I told him he's under detained. He refused to identify who he is to give his identification, so they need to pay for trespass.
Captain, I'm not breaking any law. I came in here. I didn't disturb anybody. I came in here and I was recording the greeting cards, and I wasn't even aiming it at the employees or the customers at that time. And the branch manager came out and said, wanted to know who I was. She wouldn't identify herself. She wanted to know who I was with. I said I'm with myself, and she thought that the rules were on her door that said no photography. And I went and I looked and I said, man, there's no rules. There's a poster 7 in here that allows photographs for news purposes in entrances, lobbies, foyers, and corridors, and that's where I've been. I haven't been in any restricted areas. I am completely following the law, and I'm following post office rules and regulations. But as we all know, the post office, they don't know their rules like they should know. So I'm here to kind of educate them that what I'm doing is lawful. I'm not creating any disturbance. Holding a camera does not create a disturbance. I understand you got called here.
So that's not creating disturbance, sir?
He rolled up code 3 because elders. Captain, come here. Am I being detained, Captain?
No. I just want to talk.
Elders has got me detained.
You are detained.
I told him he was informing you.
Right now, you and I are talking.
Okay.
Good. All right. So,
That dismissal from the deputy captain was just classic. It doesn't get old at all. So at the end of the day, this auditor was not trespassed from this post office, and he did not give up his identification. In other words, this was a very successful First Amendment audit. But what about Lorna Shea Elders, you might be asking? I've been talking an awful lot about her throughout this video, so what's going on with her? Well, we the people, according to LexingtonSCSheriff.com, Lorna Shea Elders, 37, is charged with first-degree harassment, misconduct in office, and the disclosure of confidential information, according to detention center records. Notice how she's a Richland County deputy in this video, but according to this article, she's a former Lexington County deputy. That raises a lot of questions, wouldn't you say? And also take a look at this statement from the Sheriff of Lexington County, Jay Kuhn. When I became aware of Miss Elders' actions, I immediately launched an internal investigation, and Elders resigned February 15th from her position as a deputy sheriff while that investigation was ongoing. Deputies are held to a higher standard, and maintaining a high level of trust is a key part of that. Normally I'd call bullcrap and say that they're just trying to appease the public, and part of me still believes that, but considering what we saw from this captain, I'm not so sure. But then again, this is Lexington County we're talking about, not Richland County. As far as whether or not she's been decertified, I don't know for sure. I mean, she definitely should be, considering what's been revealed of her. But either way, I'd say this update is another excellent win for everybody in America and maybe around the world, considering what she's displayed in this video. But what are all of your thoughts on this? We'd love for you to share with us in the comments down below. And also make sure you go subscribe to Live BD, the original man who recorded this First Amendment audit, and let him know the Recognizing Your Rights sent you. Also, don't forget, we the people, that if you want to protect yourself immediately from police interactions, check out the description and pinned comment down below for our promo link to Attorney Shield, where you can use our promo code of ROR1776 to get your first purchase 10% off. That's all we got for today, we the people. Thank you so much once again for watching, and just make sure you never stop loving the good old Constitution.